We'll see how far I can go with this voice because part of my throat that I complained about the other night has been in pain. That's why I'm so late coming on. It's 2-1 to Bo Bichette. Otani from the windup delivers up and in 3-1. Addison Barger would be next, who was caught off base last night. Blue Jays again walked into a double play in the first inning. That's ball four. Bichette walks. So for the second straight inning, the Blue Jays put the leadoff man aboard. So what it turned out in the bottom of the first to be a strike him out, throw him out to end the inning. The pitch to Barger is a strike on the outside corner. The count's 0-1. Barger with 4 straight multi-hit games. A fifth one could produce a title for the Blue Jays. Let's see how it goes. That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. What's up, Callie? Voice is very, very low tonight. I have not been feeling the best today, but I'm here. 1-1. That's inside. 2-1. Two one pitch. That's a strike, and the count's even 2-2. And Barger asks for time. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch way outside with a splitter. And it's 3-2. That's a cold water. It's helping. 3-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. And the payoff pitch is lined toward right and down for a base hit. So the Blue Jays put the first 2 runners on. Just wouldn't feel right to watch the last game without you calling the game. Well, I appreciate that. It wouldn't be right for me not to be here no matter how late I am. So if I'm gone for periods of time, I'm refilling my water bottles. I got sweet tea and I got water over here. Here's Alejandro Kirk hitting at 286 in the World Series. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball strike, and the count's 0-1. Oh, 1 to Kirk. Man, you got to go ahead run on. Here's a pop-up in foul territory. Coming over is Freeman. He makes the catch. And there's 1 out in the second. I know after this inning, y'all are going to see a blank screen because I'm going to quickly run into the kitchen and get some extra water. Tomorrow, if everything goes right, I'll have the Colts and the Steelers. And Bichette is still hurting. First and second, 1 out. The pitch to Varsho is a strike, and the count's 0-1. Panthers lead the Stars in the shootout 4-3. And I think that's the game. 1 pitch outside at 100 miles an hour. Counts even 1-1. Varsho hitting 243 in the postseason. 192 in the World Series, 5 for 26. 1-1 the count. The kick and the pitch is a strike, and the count's 1-2. Varsho 4 for 21 with runners in scoring position this postseason. He's 0 for 7 in the World Series. Well, the Blue Jays are going to need that tonight. The pitch, high and wide, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. One out, two runners aboard. A walk and a single. From the Rogers Center, it's Game 7 of the World Series. The pitch on the way. A swing and a high fly into right. Teoscar Hernandez sitting right there, makes the catch. Bichette doesn't try to tag up, and there's two outs in the inning. Here is Ernie Clement hitting .397 in the postseason, .346 in the World Series. He's got a pair of runs driven in, and there's a pair of runners on the bases. Tyler Glasnow standing in the Dodger bullpen. 2 out, 2 on. The pitch to Clement is tapped foul at the plate for strike one. End of one, and the Blue Jackets lead the Blues 2-1. Ohtani takes a deep breath. Now comes set. The one-strike pitch is lined in the right for a base hit. Can Bichette come around to score? He cannot. He'll be stopped at third. So now the Blue Jays have the bases loaded with 2 out. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Clement got a high fastball and roped it in the right for a base hit. And Bichette is like really, really hurting. He wants to be in the game so bad. But I don't know if he's long for this game. There's a conference on the mound with Andres Jimenez due next. And Andres has indeed been Andres the Giant. Seven for 17 with runners in scoring position. You got the bases loaded here. Bichette at third, Barger at second, and Clement at first. Do you want me to jump in the audio for updates in Oklahoma, Tennessee when you need them? Let me think about that. I don't know how to play it. Ohtani works from the windup and delivers inside, ball one. Andres the Giant hitting 130 in the World Series. Bases loaded, 2 out. The pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. Dietz, yes. Wolfpack have grabbed the lead over Georgia Tech. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Came at him with a fastball at 100. Look at the spin on that bad boy. 1-2, 2 outs. The pitch on the way, a swing and a foul. We'll do it again. Blue Jays left 7 on base last night. They had a runner on at first, but it turned into a strike him out, throw him out. From the windup, here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. So Ohtani escapes the bases loaded jam. And Deets, if you have any scoring updates, you can pop on in and give them to us in between innings. Go to the third, no score.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Big game in the SEC, Oklahoma and Tennessee, and we got an update. Here's Deets.
Hey, what's up, Brian? So it's 10-7, Tennessee. They're driving right now, and there is 11 minutes to go in the second quarter.
All right. The updates I got earlier, Georgia knocked off Florida again.
Georgia beat Florida. It took them till the very end, but they managed to get it out. The Cardiac Dogs did it again.
Cardiac Dogs did it again. And also, I'm trying to remember, SMU picked up a big win today.
SMU might have just killed the Hurricane season.
And that was in overtime, wasn't it?
Overtime, they scored a touchdown to win the game.
Gotta love the chaos of college football. Thank you, Deets.
And Arch Manning looked like a Manning for once.
For once, he did. All right, we go to the third. Thank you, Deets. Scherzer delivers a strike, and it's 0-1 to Kike Hernandez, last night's defensive hero, who triggered a double play in the bottom of the ninth inning. From the windup from Scherzer, the pitch right down the middle, doesn't get the call, counts even 1-1. So Miami goes down to SMU. Their chances are done. Georgia wins. Tennessee leads Oklahoma. Tennessee is driving. North Carolina.
Tennessee just missed a field goal.
Here's a fly ball to center field. Varsho is under it, makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down in the third. Ohio State looks like the champs. They beat up Penn State, who's in a free fall right now. Max Scherzer seeking his third World Series championship. He won in 19 with the Nationals, 23 with the Rangers. He's the fourth pitcher to start multiple series winner-take-all games. First pitch to Rojas, I beg your pardon, is a strike, and the count's 0-1. He is 0 for 5, Rojas is, in the World Series. Trainer Ruffles is with us. What a waste of the bases being loaded. Absolutely. I hope the Jays can figure it out and actually score. They're going to need to, because this Dodgers team is locked in, especially with Ohtani on deck, who has a leadoff single. We'll keep our eye on the NHL and the NBA as well as the Maple Leafs have scored. They lead the Flyers 3-1. Next one, way outside. And the count's 1-2. So
But now that's not a waste of. I mean, yeah, it's not good to get the score, but Otani's still throwing pitches. That build up the pitch count.
Swing and a miss by Rojas. Second strikeout for Max Scherzer.
What?
And here is Shohei Ohtani, who's thrown 43 pitches through 2 innings. And you're right. Build up the pitch count. Tyler Glass now standing by for the Dodgers in the bullpen. They're at the end of 2, and the Wild lead the Canucks 2-1. So it's Scherzer and Ohtani going head-to-head for the second time. Here's the pitch. A swing and a drive toward left, and that's deep and caught. What a catch by Nathan Lucas. Ohtani went the opposite way. Lucas up to the task, and the Dodgers go up and out in order. That's 6 in a row retired by Scherzer after the leadoff hit. We go to the bottom of the third. It's the Dodgers nothing and the Blue Jays nothing in Game 7 of the World Series with college football updates spread out throughout the night. We'll take a break and we'll come back with some more updates after this.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
All right. I am back. I don't know if you all can hear me, but I had to run into the kitchen to put some tea on and get myself some water so I can keep the throat pain at bay. 1 round of Tylenol should do it. Should knock it out for tonight. And we got the Colts and the Steelers tomorrow. Slim Hansen is with us. Slim Hansen is with us. They're at the end of 2. Canadians and the Senators are tied 2 apiece. And congratulations to the BC Lions from the CFL with a walk-off field goal against the Calgary Stampeders. And the Lions are headed to Regina to face the homestanding Saskatchewan Roughriders for the West Division title. And I might put the headset on for that game. Who knows? Who knows? You know what I love about know what I love about Ohtani and the guy, they don't take this seriously. They know it's a big game, but seeing the smiles on their faces just does something for me, you know? It's a kid's game, but grown boys are playing it, and there's a title on the line tonight. Reminds me of 91 when Lonnie Smith stepped in the batter's box to face Jack Morris. And Lonnie Smith shook the hand of Brian Harper. Sooners get a field goal. They're tied 10 apiece. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul out of play for George Springer. He's corkscrewed to his knees for strike one. Springer with a single back in the first, hitting .375 in the World Series. Owen is back with us from the windup. The 0-1, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. You can't do nothing against 99 miles an hour. So I got a new batch of sweet tea boiling, new batch of ice water, the pitch on the way, swinging a foul, and the count stays at 1-2. Auburn and Kentucky are tied 3 apiece. Next one, way outside with a curveball, and the count's 1-2. And already the Dodgers have activity in their bullpen as Robleski up and throwing the lefty. The pitch, swinging a drive toward left, and that is down for a base hit. Man, what are you drinking now? What are you drinking now?
I just got some good old Pepsi.
Oh, okay. Okay. You got Pepsi, I got sweet tea. And the pitch to Luka is out in front of the plate with a beautiful bunt. Ohtani gets to it and throws low, but it's picked up by Freeman for the first out. And now you get Springer at second base. Oops. That's not the one I wanted.
And Oklahoma kicks a field goal, tied up at 10 with 7:36 to go in the second quarter.
That's an elimination game.
The loser is done in the SEC and probably the playoff as well.
That pitch gets away from Will Smith, and Springer jogs into third. So now the first run of the game is 90 feet away. And the last thing you want to do, if you're the Dodgers, is allow Max Scherzer and company to pitch from the lead. Although crazier things have happened. Seattle, hello. And they're not going to even mess with Vladdy Guerrero Jr. They're just going to put him on.
How does Springer look as far as that back injury?
Stiff. That's why he's the DH tonight. Bo Bichette is up, and he's walked his first time up.
But he's that guy 90 feet away.
Yep. If there's a time to knock out Ohtani, it's now. Runners at the corners, one out in the third. Bo Bichette at the plate, and the pitch. A swing and a high drive into deep left field. Going, gone. Goodbye. Tiger uppercut for Bo Bichette, and the Blue Jays are in flight. They lead 3-0 on the first pitch. Bo is back. And what a way to announce his return. A 3-run homer in Game 7, 442 feet. On the first pitch he sees, this at bat from Ohtani. And that will knock him out. Ohtani's night is done. We got a 100-second break. Deets says more college football updates when we get back. 3-0 Blue Jays on a pitching change. Back in a minute.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
3-0 Blue Jays on a 3-run homer by Bo Bichette. Deets has some college football scores for us. Go ahead, Deets.
Oklahoma, Tennessee tied up at 10. We've got Michigan. Purdue just kicked a field goal, so Michigan is up 14-10 in their battle. And in the ACC, an interesting one, Georgia Tech trails 24-17 against NC State.
That's a knockout
21-17, but NC State is driving with 25 seconds left in the half.
That's a knockout game for Georgia Tech, isn't it? Addison Barger dribbles one foul up the third baseline.
Not after today.
Not after today.
Oh, Miami's now got it. It would put them at 1 loss. So
yeah,
they would still be.
Georgia Tech is still alive because they're undefeated. What's up? What's up, Slim Hansen? Victor Locke is with us. Owen is with us. So I walked away from my computer and I heard some yelling. I walked closer to hear a 3-run homer by Bo Bichette. The pitch to Barger. Little looper hit it to a right center field, and that is down for a base hit. You see, I blame Victor for that home run.
Why you blame me? I just got here.
I don't know. I'm being silly, and it was the best I could come up with.
Gotcha.
What'd I do?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like what? Me? What'd I do? Hold on.
You're my brother, and I get to pick on you.
Fair enough. I'll take it.
The same way y'all pick at me, and I deserve it because my wife picks at me all the time. In case you just joined us, Bo Bichette said, "Let me introduce myself with a 3-run homer off of Shohei Ohtani. The pitch to Kirk as a strike on the inside corner. The count's 0-1.
I'm kind of mad that this didn't happen yesterday because I would have been right.
I would have been excited. And I will
right.
be here this afternoon. Here's a swing and a drive into deep right field. Back on it is Edman. He makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. It was payback for hitting Bo last night. Callie, I agree, because they walked Vladdy Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the first pitch that Bo Bichette sees, the second time from Ohtani, Smacko.
They beamed him. Yep.
Like, I'll teach you to hit me. Pow! They should have taken their chances versus Vladdy. You would think so. Robolewski's pitch, low, ball 1.
There's only 2 games I'm looking forward to tomorrow. One of them involves the Indianapolis Colts and the Steelers.
I'm looking for the Colts to hang 40 on the Steelers. The pitch, tapped foul,
Nope. I'm going 50. I want to see.
I would love to see the Colts get 50 on the Steelers tomorrow.
I find
I
their
want them to shut
secondary
them out.
suspect.
I just want the Colts to bury the Pittsburgh Steelers so the hype can be shut up. There's
Yeah.
a strike and the count's 1-2. They really took Ohtani out already. Yes, they did.
Yeah, they did.
They don't want to risk anything more. Nope. And Tyler Glass is now up and throwing for the Dodgers. And you got Max Scherzer still in the game. 1-2. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the inning is over. But the Blue Jays are in flight with a big crooked number, a 3-run bomb from Bo Bichette after the walk to Vladdy Guerrero Jr. And
Man, that's
Ohtani
scary.
has been knocked out after 3. The Blue Jays 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Back after this timeout.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
AB Media joins us from Indianapolis, Indiana. And speaking of Indianapolis, the Warriors lead the Pacers by 10, 99-89, as they are just getting started in the 4th quarter. So we'll keep you updated on all the scores there. Top of the 4th inning we go. And in case you just joined us, number 1, shame on you. Number 2, Bo Bichette is back. 3-run homer gets the Jays a 3-0 lead. Why is CeeDee Lamb in this commercial?
I don't know.
It's in I think it's an Old Spice commercial that he's in. I think
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking
that
about.
Old Spice commercial that he's in. He just I don't want to say that he looks lost. But he does have this look of what the heck am I doing here?
Exactly.
Scherzer begins the 4th, and here's a swing and a high fly ball into deep left field, and that is off the wall. It stays in the park, and Will Smith will come into second with a leadoff double, and the Dodgers begin their rally.
Now the question is, can the Blue Jays keep them off the board like they did last night?
Well, after the 3rd inning, they were borderline perfect. And now the task for the Dodgers is to knock out Scherzer the same way the Blue Jays knocked out Ohtani. Here's the pitch. Strike called 0-1 to Freddie Freeman. So Will Smith aboard with a leadoff double. Can Will Smith get jiggy with his bat? He just did. Leadoff double. Andre 420 is with us. Next one. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. Andre 420 says, go Jays. Oh, Otani is still in the game. He's also the DH. The pitch to Freeman. Swinging a smash. Base hit in the right. Smith will stop at third. And you got runners at the corners with nobody out. And you bring the tying run to the plate.
Yep.
Andre says Canada needs this World Series win. Well, you got to take it from the Dodgers first. That ball is nearly caught by Varsho. He timed his jump right there, but it fell out of his glove.
Yeah.
Well, to be the champs, you got to beat the champs, and there's a long way to go.
Yeah, you're only the third.
0 for 1 tonight. The pitch from Scherzer is inside. They check. No swing. Ball 1. Want to know the bets? Scherzer from the set position. The pitch. Breaking ball strike, and the count's even 1-1. There's something I haven't seen in a long time. A curveball at 77. That's filthy.
Yeah, curveballs are not usually thrown nowadays. It's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's more changeups than anything else.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch, a slider, high pop. In the right center field, coming on is Barger, who makes the catch, runs the ball back into the infield. Smart play there. 1 out in the 4th. Now you got the double play in order to get you out of this mess. The Toronto Maple Leafs scored. Lead the Flyers 4-1 in the 3rd period. Hey, I'm sorry.
Poor Flyers. They can't catch a break.
There's no such thing as poor Flyers.
What the Flyers do to you?
Now what? Now that. Why'd you say that while I was taking a drink? The pitch to Muncy, swing and a miss, strike 1.
They're from Philadelphia. They don't deserve anything.
I guess I should surprise. I mean, we Dallas fans, we usually don't have much love for Philly.
Well, that's my Ranger fandom coming in.
Oh, right. Here's the pitch, low and inside, ball 1. 3-0 Blue Jays, 1 out, top of the 4th. Max Scherzer has only thrown 37 pitches to date, outlining Cali's keys to the game. A low pitch count for Scherzer.
Yeah.
And to see how far he can go in the ball game. He won in Game 7 in 2019. The pitch outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Scherzer looks at first and now comes to the high set position. I hate you, Dietz, for that. That's wide, 3-1. There's no such thing as poor fly. Now that's going to be in my head.
You know, it's funny. A friend of mine.
Just like there's no such thing as poor Cubs.
Exactly.
Doggone it.
I had a friend of mine. We were talking about the time that Snowman, you, me, and Dietz were doing the Cowboys and Packers game. He said, wait, 2 Cowboys fans and a 49er fan were actually being civil to one another? I'm like, I've been friends with that man for 25 years. What do you mean?
Yeah, they knew how many jokes Victor and I have made toward each other about our teams. 3-2 to Max Muncy. He was 0 for 1 on the night. And the pitch on the way. Fouled at the plate. And every fan jumped up in excitement.
Right.
They got him. No, we didn't. And couldn't hold on to the pitch. So Muncy gets another shot. 44,000 plus, standing and roaring at the Sky Dome. Scherzer to the quick set. And time called as Muncy said, I don't like what I see yet.
JDLR just doesn't look right.
That applies in any sport.
Yeah.
Next one, inside ball 4. And the bases are now loaded.
Uh-oh.
And you got Teoscar Hernandez coming to the plate in the top of the 4th with a 3-0 Blue Jays lead. Now the Blues scored, and they trail the Blue Jackets 3-2 in the 3rd period. Who cares? It's the St. Louis Blues.
Blues versus Blackhawks.
Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1.
The matchup that got me beat up.
That's got to be a hard game to call.
Which one?
What's
Blue
that,
Jays
hockey?
versus Blues?
Blues versus Blue Jackets.
Well, yeah, here's a down. What a catch! What a catch in center field by Varsho. It'll get Will Smith home, and it's a 3-1 ball game, but now 2 outs in the inning. Any bounce in that glove, and it's a 1-run game easy. What a catch by Dalton Varsho. Hang a star on that one.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, if he misses that, that's an inside the park
game. Yep, he misses that, and that's a tie game.
That's going all the way to the wall.
Which means Arku is with us. Of course, Scherzer having a tough time getting out of this inning. Well, he's got 1 out to go now. Varsho Gold Glove winner. Andre says, who you got winning? Blue Jays. I picked the Blue Jays at the start of the series. A pitch from Scherzer. Inside, ball 1. So now we're runners first and second, 2 down in the top of the 4th inning. Edman hitting only 154 in this series. Here's the pitch outside, 2-0. Arku says, I want the Blue Jays to win also. I think a lot of people picked the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Andre, I've been a fan of the Blue Jays since like the late 80s, man. Some of my favorite players were Blue Jays. Yes, including Joe Carter. Here's a line. Oh, what a play by Guerrero. Oh, man. That was a frozen rope, and Guerrero snagged it.
Nice.
What a catch. 2 outstanding plays to end the inning. And that was indeed a catch. Wow. Gold Glovers all over the place. All right, my voice has got to take a break. To the bottom of the 4th, 3-1 Blue Jays.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete.
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
3-1 our score in favor of the Blue Jays. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. On the strength of a 3-run home run by Bo Bichette after they made a mistake in walking Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 24 ST Media with us. You got an update for me, Deets, from Purdue and Michigan?
Purdue, Michigan is 14-10, and they just started the first drive of the third quarter.
Okay.
Michigan.
All right, bottom of the 4th inning. The Blue Jays, one win away from their first world title since 1993. A swing and a grounder just short. Mookie Betts up with it, takes his time, throws to first, 1 out in the 4th. How was Saturday going? I slept through most of it because my stomach hurt, my back hurt, and my throat still hurts. And I know Victor's next question. Then what are you doing here? It's game 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you doing? But then again, yeah, you're right.
It's game. I'm not LeBron James, okay? Here's a pitch, way inside, ball 1 to Andres the Giant. Andres the Giant Jimenez is 0 for 1. Ole Miss leads South Carolina, and all the jokes in my head, 20-14. They're in the 3rd quarter.
And you guys picked Ole Miss, right?
Yeah. Except Shane.
Me and Pizzle, I think also.
The pitch. Strike called 1-1.
But
everybody but Pizzle.
Everybody but Pizzle. Napoleon Jonamite's here with us.
Or EBP.
Mm-hmm. 1-1. Swinging a tapper foul, 1-2. To Andres the Giant Jimenez.
The last thing
said, Andres the Giant Galarraga.
Yep. The last thing the Jays can do right now is go 1-2-3. They've got to get.
They gotta
some
make
hits
this
on the board.
bullpen throw. They gotta make this bullpen throw a lot of pitches.
Yes, exactly.
You gotta wear them down, especially holding a 3-1 lead. Robleski from the set, and the 1-2 pitch way inside. That nearly nipped him.
Was he crowding
And
the plate?
Jimenez was like, "Wait a minute, what are you throwing at me for?"
Yeah, I was wondering if he was crowding the plate. Because that's what happens sometimes. The pitchers will try to back you off the plate if you're crowding it.
2 + 2 does not equal 53. Who do you think's going to win it all? I got the Blue Jays. That's a great ID name. Next one. That hit him.
Oh, no.
That hit him.
Not equal 53.
And now the benches have cleared.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, cooler heads are looking to prevail.
You do not need that. Not
you
in the
don't
World
need
Series.
no from either team. You don't, and now the bullpens are flying in.
Who clears the
Blue
benches
Jays-
in game 7?
Apparently the Dodgers and Blue Jays do right now. Cheapest ticket tonight is $2,000. Yikes.
Ugh.
Which is why I'm sitting here and they're fighting out there.
And yet that's still cheaper than a WrestleMania ticket.
I don't want to talk about that. You know, I have some thoughts about the WWE. I got some musings.
Oh,
that I've had since 2002.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And remember, Bo Bichette got hit last night. And Andres nearly turned into Andres the Giant. Glad to hear you're feeling better. I'm getting there. I mean, this afternoon, my body was just exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Last
And
week is
I
a
went-
fight.
Yeah.
I knew you'd get that. Great way to start before we have to go on assignment. We watched the Cubs and Sox go at it.
We'll tell that story. It was 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Cubs and White Sox are playing. There was a fight in the bottom of the 3rd inning before Tadahito Iguchi hit a slam.
Hit a slam.
And Victor described it best: 4 walks, a sacrifice fly, a fight.
Yeah, because Przynski slid, stepped
Mhm.
on the bag to make sure the run was recorded, and Barrett punched him.
And Michael Barrett punched him for no reason.
Because Barrett,
But the great thing is when they played at Wrigley Field the next time after Barrett was back from his suspension, Barrett and AJ talked about it.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, heat of the moment kind of thing."
Yeah.
All right. Cooler heads have prevailed, including Andres the Giant. Dave Roberts is heading back to his dugout.
It's kind of one of those you kind of want to see a brawl, but you kind of don't.
I'm glad we didn't.
Not in this. You don't want somebody thrown out of Game 7.
No,
You
you
really
don't. You don't. You need all hands are on deck as it is because it's Game 7.
I think when you're into like the whole drama session, like if you are in a drama session, that's the only time you actually want to see that happen. But you really don't want to have to worry about it. Just
Someone
play
hits
the game.
someone
Play it
hits me,
clean.
I'll just say ouch and go to first base.
Right.
Ain't no reason to start a fight unless you're the Cubs. No, more to the point, unless you're the Cleveland Indians, who can't seem to get out of their own way. Unless you're the Detroit Tigers, who can't seem to get out of their own way and choked away a division title.
Though they never can.
Here's the pitch to Springer, inside and low, ball 1. Springer is 2 for 2. In the World Series, he is 2 for 5 with a double and a home run. Kentucky leads Auburn now 10-3. Here's a rope off to Robleski, and it's a fair ball and an infield hit for Springer, who is 3 for 3. Which means Nathan Lucas is coming up next. And if you're the Blue Jays, you want to pile on. You want to pile on the runs. Which is basically a sign of take that. Tyler Glasnow, last night's pitching hero, is now up and throwing in the Dodger bullpen. End of 3, Michigan over Purdue 14-10. Trainer Ruffles is with us. Springer might be in pain from the injury, but my man is dialed in. Yes, he is. Now here's Nathan Lucas. Lucas owns a hit in this ball game. In fact, he was on base before Bo Bichette did what he did. Actually, what happened was a sacrifice bunt. My brain is frozen right now. But then you got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck. Oh, brother. Lefty to lefty. Here it comes. Swinging a foul at the plate. And the count's 0-1. One strike to count to Nathan Lucas. Three to 1 Blue Jays. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, the Blue Jays looking to add on more. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. A run on 3 hits and no errors for the Dodgers. So the Blue Jays are peppering the Dodgers pitching staff again. Only this time, Bo Bichette provided a big blow. There's a strike and the count's 0-2. Next one, high and wide, 1 and 2. Now, if he gets past Lucas being Robleski with you know who on deck, do you think they intentionally walk him again? Swing and a miss, and here's our question. Lucas is gone, 2 down in the inning.
No, not with two outs.
Well, Dave Roberts answered it for us. He's going to make a move.
I mean, you know why they walked? They walked him last time because there was 1 out, put a runner on, and hopefully get a double play, get out of the inning.
Yep,
and
double play.
And Bichette took care of that by sending it over the fence.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. I'll set the commercial in motion. I'll get back as soon as I can. 3-1 Blue Jays in the midst of a pitching change. We're back in a minute. Matter of fact, Victor, you got the game on? Victor?
I think he went to take a break too.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. All right, y'all. I will try to be back in 100 seconds.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner.
Okay, they're going to pitch to Vladdy. It's 1-0. And Glass now comes home. Right down the middle for a strike, and it's 1-1. Phew. Okay. May have taken a little longer than 100 seconds, but I made it.
You made it.
1-1 to Vladdy Guerrero Jr. It's righty versus righty. And the pitch on the way is up. 2-1. Oh, excuse me. Whew. I forgot about my iced tea also, but I forgot I put it on very, very low. So I'll make that next break. That's way outside. 2-1. Bases, 2 on, 2 out. Georgia Tech has scored. They're back within 4 of North Carolina State. 3-1. The pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into right center field. Tommy Edman under it makes the catch. Inning over. Now I'm going to run again. This time into the kitchen to make some sweet tea. We'll pause here. End of 4. Blue Jays 3. And the Dodgers 1. It's Game 7 of the 2025 World Series, and you're hearing it on Snowman Sportsnet. Phew.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Get an update from college football. Here's Deets.
At the half, Oklahoma up 16-10 on Tennessee. But the interesting thing about that is Tennessee out-yarding. They have 255 yards to Oklahoma's 99. And Oklahoma leads by 6.
Oklahoma leads by 6.
How does that happen?
Because two Joey Aguiar interceptions have led to 2 Oklahoma field goals.
That'll do it.
That's the difference in the ball game right now.
Turnovers to points.
Turnovers to points. You like turnovers to touchdowns, but turnovers to points.
Turnovers to points.
I guess I like being involved because I like knowing what's going on.
What in the world is that? Victor, what radio program are you listening to now? I guess he didn't hear me. I don't like how that looks.
And Michigan just scored, so they're up 21-10 on Purdue.
Mm-hmm. Double-barreled activity for the Blue Jays. As it's 0-2 to Kike Hernandez. As Scherzer deals outside 1-2. If Scherzer can get through this 1-2-3, the Blue Jays have enough arms and the deeper bullpen to get him to the finish line. Next one, inside, 2-2. Scherzer's ready. From the windup, the pitch. They check. He went. 1 down in the 5th. 3rd strikeout for Mad Max. That was close. And Kike ain't happy with that because he didn't swing from the looks of it. Scherzer deals to Rojas, and it's a strike, and it's 0-1. North Carolina State has scored, and they have widened their lead against Georgia Tech with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Here's the 0-1, and that's roped down the left field line and through. Rojas will stop at first with a 1-out single. Fourth hit of the game for the Dodgers. And here is Shohei Ohtani, who is 1 for 2 on the night. And Schneider says, "Oh no."
Now put him on.
Schneider says, "We ain't going through this again." So Mason Fluharty will come in to face him. All right. Max Scherzer gets a pat on the back. He goes 4 1/3. Now I got some tea to make in 2.5 minutes. That's how long the break is. Blue Jays 3, Dodgers 1 in the midst of a pitching change. We'll be back.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central.
Ohtani swings and misses at the first pitch from Lewis Varland for strike 1.
I can't believe Schneider's even thinking about pitching to him.
Base hit in the right. Better a base hit with still the double play intact than a tie game. Now you got Will Smith at the plate, who has scored their only run of the game. So Ohtani is on at first. Lewis Varland in pitching now. to face Will Smith. Rojas at second, Otani at first. There's a strike and the count's 0-1. Yeah, I know. I know. Feelings the same. Next one is a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Max Scherzer goes 4 1/3. He's responsible for the runner at second base. Lewis Varland responsible for getting him out of the inning. Here's a high fly ball into center. Under it is Varsho. He's got it. 2 down in the inning. All right, new batch of sweet tea is made. I'm slowly catching my breath, and here's Freddie Freeman. Dodgers have been in this position before. They trailed 5-0 after 5 innings in New York last year and won 7-6. That's bounced foul on a knuckle curve for strike 1. Oh, that didn't feel good at all. Oh, man. I never figured out how to get that right. 1-1 the count. Wild defeat Vancouver 5-2. And the 1-1 from Varland, a swing and a high drive into center field. Varsho camps under it. He's got it. Inning over. So Max Scherzer gets him into the inning, into the 5th inning. Lewis Varland and their defense gets him through the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Blue Jays 3, Dodgers 1.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Sorry about that. Dates and update, please.
Tennessee and Oklahoma still in the half. Purdue just scored, so it is 21-17. Michigan over Purdue. And in the best score of the day, Arizona 52, Colorado 14.
I knew Arizona would win. I knew Arizona would win. Because Coach Prime ain't got anything. That's embarrassing if you're Coach Prime.
What's embarrassing is all the people who are. I saw a lot of reports today. Coach Bill is it just isn't cutting it in North Carolina, and I was like, where was this in Dion's first year?
With me,
I mean,
because no one believed me.
We're still in the first year of Bill, and they're like, "Oh, Rick Neuheisel called it a failure." It's the first season. Relax.
It's a rope caught by Muncy, one down in the bottom of the fifth. Scherzer 4 1/3 innings pitch. Bo Bichette with a 3-run homer. Bichette missed the first 2 rounds of the postseason, and Max wasn't on the ALDS roster. Snowman, is Ja a fraud? I'll reserve comment for that. There's a pitch inside, ball 1 to Addison Barger.
We're talking about John Morant?
Yep. They're talking about Arku's talking about John Morant. Next one. Strike, and the count is 1-1.
Depends on your definition of fraud.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like Peyton and Ryan Leaf. You're always going to be compared together because you went drafted. He's played in more games than Zion has.
That he has. And Zion is not it. We said it when the draft happened. Barger 2 for 2 with 2 hits. 2-1 pitch. Swinging a foul to the backstop, and the count's 2-2. We said it when the draft came along that John Morant's going to be better than Zion Williamson. I wasn't high on Zion Williamson when all the highlights came out. And there's a game that solidified my opinion that happened against Duke. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Swing a foul. We'll do it. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. You ever have a sneeze sneak up on you?
Oh, I've been having them all day. It's that time of year.
Mm-hmm. I'm pushing through for you guys.
All right. Let's kick this ball off.
3-7-0 for the Jays, 1-5-0 for the Dodgers. There's one out. And it's 2-2 on Addison Barger. They're headed to the third in the checkerboards. And it's 16-10 Oklahoma. Good pitch. He struck him out. Wait, so are you not feeling better? I'm doing it.
Just kicked off the third quarter.
Yeah. 53. I am doing the absolute best I can. I didn't want to miss game 7 for you guys. Here is Alejandro Kirk, who is 0 for 2, and he takes a strike from Glass now. It's 0-1. Hitting 261, Alejandro is in the World Series. He has a foul out and a line out. The 0-1, swinging a foul out of play, and it's 0-2.
And a Bronx cheer for Oklahoma. They're finally over 100 yards on the day.
I've been a part of Bronx cheers. 0-2 pitch, swinging a little looper headed toward right center field and down for a base hit. So Alejandro Kirk gets Another Blue Jay hit. That's the 8th hit for the Blue Jays tonight. Oh, and North Carolina State's blowing out Georgia Tech right now, late in the third quarter. First pitch to Varsho, swing and a miss for strike one. Yeah, I may need to 53, but I don't want to because I promised you guys I'd do this one. I'm very exhausted. The 0-1 inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. (38-23) North Carolina State. Who would have known it would be North Carolina State that would break the winning streak of Georgia Tech, although there's a lot of time left. Bouncing ball to second. Rojas with a toss to first in time, inning over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the 6th. 3-1 in favor of the Blue Jays. Well, there you go, Deets. I think they were waiting for Game 7 to count how many times they would show the Joe Carter walk-off home run.
They just keep showing it. It's, I mean, it's right there for you. That was classic. That is classic baseball right there.
It is. It is.
But here's something for the chat while we're going on. Max Scherzer, if the Blue Jays hold on, this will be the 3rd team Max Scherzer has won a World Series with.
Yep.
Can you name the other players in baseball who have won 3 World Series with 3 different teams?
Oh, that's a good one.
I know 2 of them.
That's a good one.
I'd be interested to see if there's any other ones. I know 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And surprisingly, both of them were on the same team.
Really?
Yeah. Oh no, both of them were in the same series, not on the same team.
Okay. Oh, jeez. I see they're showing the one thing that I want, and I can't have a lot of it right now. Food. All right, Devils lead the Kings 1-0. They're going to the 2nd. All right, y'all. I gotta step out. Deets, keep them busy till I get back.
All right. All right. As much as I would love to inform you guys about the baseball game, I've got the college football going on the television. So what I'm doing is Oklahoma just punted to Tennessee. So we're waiting for Tennessee to take the field. And right now it's 16-10 Oklahoma. Oklahoma's first drive, they got a first down, and then they had three straight backwards plays, and now they punted. Tennessee takes over, and first play is a deep pass to Bishop over the middle, and they are up the field. They are at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 at their own 48-yard line. And I may be a bit behind the score updates here, but it looks like it'll be a 3rd and 8. And with the update I just got, I'm sure Josh Heupel is going to throw a bomb here. All right, let's see. Callie says John Lackey, John Lester, Kurt Schilling. You're missing one. You're missing one there, Callie. And if you're a Blue Jays fan, I'm surprised you're missing this one. I'll see if you can name it. And Tennessee scores on a, how far was that? A 54-yard pass from Joey Aguiar, and it puts Tennessee up 17-16. And Callie, I'm only messing with you because I know you're a Blue Jays fan, and the guy I'm thinking of did it with the Blue Jays. And when Snowman gets back, he'll update us on the baseball game, because all I have on my TV is the possibility of doing football, because I do not have Fox. So otherwise I would have been watching it at the bar. But Tennessee scores. They take a 17-16 lead. As I mentioned, Coach Prime is getting his butt whipped down there. The funny thing about, and Georgia Tech coming back. Actually, David Cohn is one of them, but he's not the guy I was thinking of. And David Cohn is somebody who has 3 World Series rings with 3 different teams. This is true. But if Snowman gets back, when Snowman gets back, I'll see if he can get that third. As we said, there's one guy you're missing, and off that list, which is interesting because Kurt Schilling was also on the Phillies during that time during the time of Mitch Williams' big hit. So of Mitch Williams pitching to Joe Carter. Oh boy, Dodgers with 2 on. And I'm glad Snowman's taking a break now. If this goes 18, we're all gonna be taking breaks during this. Holy cow! What a series! But David Cohn was on that Blue Jays team. Kurt Schilling was on the Phillies. But there was another guy on that Blue Jays team that played in 3 different World Series. And I'll give you a hint. He did it with the Tigers, the Twins, and the Blue Jays. And I'm just seeing the update. End of the 3rd quarter. NC State leads Georgia Tech. Interesting thing about NC State, if they're able to hold off, Georgia Tech and Virginia are both the leaders going in the ACC. If NC State knocks off Georgia Tech, they would have the only win over Virginia on the season and the only win over Georgia Tech. And the funny thing is, the win against Virginia Tech or the win against Virginia doesn't even count for the ACC. It doesn't even count as an ACC game, yet they would be winning that. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely zero sense. And here we go. Tennessee kicks off to Oklahoma, and Oklahoma runs it back. They'll take it at the 20-yard line. So here we go. Oklahoma now down 17-16, and they're being outplayed 300 yards for Tennessee, 100 yards for Oklahoma.
All right, 3-1 our score. Top of the sixth. There's one out. Chris Bassett's on the pitch, and he delivers outside to Tommy Edman for ball one. Sorry for the extended delay, folks. I appreciate your patience. I really do. 1-0 the count to Edman. The pitch on the way. Slashed foul to the right, or to the left, beg your pardon. And the count's even 1-1. And I got some extra ice water. Just in case. There we are. 1-1 to Edman. The pitch. Swinging a high fly ball into center. Varsho is camped under it. He makes the catch, tagging his Betts. He'll come home. And it's now a 3-2 ball game.
3-2 now.
Mm-hmm.
Did it
before?
Is it first and second or
first runner at first, 2 down?
All right. So they moved the runner over and then they moved him in. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Get him on, get him over, get him in. Texas Tech drilled Kansas State 43-20. I'm not going to tell you what Liberty did to Delaware. Here's the pitch. Strike called, 0-1. On 1 to Kike Hernandez. The 0-1 pitch is a strike, and it's 0-2. Kike Hernandez is due. And a finalist come in. Michigan defeats Purdue, or Purdue in this case. 0-2 pitch, swinging a smash, base hit in the right. So now
no better time than now for Kike.
So now you got the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first. Sir Anthony Dominguez and, yes, the youngster Trey Savage up and throwing for the Blue Jays. How much you want to bet we might see Savage? Chris Bassett allowed 1 hit in the first 6 games. He's allowed 2 tonight. And they're going into the fourth quarter in Atlanta. There's a strike to Miguel Rojas. It's 0-1. Take a deep breath, Chris Bassett. Miguel Rojas, 6 for 12, 3 runs batted in, including the postseason against Bassett. The 0-1 is a curveball up, and it's 1-1. Yellow Jackets are back in it, trailing only by 8. But they've been outplayed all night. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and the count's 1-2. Another curveball.
People also watch. Nope, that's just
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out, top of the 6th. 1-2 pitch, way inside. Another curveball. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. Dodgers trying to come back from 3-0 down. They trail 3-2. Bassett's pitch is line foul out of play to the right. We'll do it again. Get some more. Ugh. Oh, man. 2-2 the count. 2 outs, 2 on. I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm here for you guys. 2-2 pitch. High, 3-2 with a cutter. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Top of the 6th inning. Well, Arku, I appreciate your sentiment. Payoff pitch. Swinging a tapper out in front of the plate. Chris Bassett able to get to it. Makes the tag, and the inning is over. So again, the Blue Jays escape, although the Dodgers get one run closer. A run on 3 hits, and they leave a pair. To the bottom of the 6th, Blue Jays need to add on, leading 3-2.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Three 8-0 for the Blue Jays, 2-7-0 for the Dodgers. As the Dodgers try to repeat what they did in Game 5 last year, they were down 5-0 and wound up winning 7-6, if I remember that score correctly.
So we're still waiting on those players that have won 3 World Series with 3 different teams. And Cali got most of them. John Lackey, John Lester, and Kurt Schilling.
Kurt Schilling.
And she also got David Cone. And there's one more guy, as I said, played for the Tigers, the Twins, and the Blue Jays.
Jack Morris.
That would be Jack Morris.
Jack the Cat Morris.
And again, Jack Morris and David Cone, both on that Blue Jays team. And as I said, the Blue Jays team played against Kurt Schilling when he was with the Phillies.
With the Phillies. 1-0 pitch to Ernie Clement is cut on and miss. Counts even 1-1. And my set's about to crash. Again. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Doggone thing. There. That's one. There's the other. My set's about to go kablooey, folks. Next one. Outside 3-1. And then that happens. Of course it does, because it's me. Bam. Swung on, drilled in the left field for a base hit. Oh, the bloody heck with it. Stand by, folks.
You can always blame it on the cat.
I can't blame it on the cat because no cats are in the house yet.
But we don't know that. You can just blame it on the cats anyway. That's what I do.
All right, hold on, you guys. Come here. There we go. I'm gonna get yelled at for this, but I don't care. There we are. There's the first pitch. Is a ball and it's 1-0. There. Hopefully, it's one of the last times I have to wrestle with that doggone thing. That's up and in, 2-0. 3-2 Blue Jays, bottom of the 6th inning. Okay, as I said, hopefully it's the last time I got to wrestle with that thing. The pitch on the way, outside 3-0. And oddly enough, my I can't think right now. Here's the pitch. Strike called. 3-1. Set still looking good. Okay. I'm waiting on a new one to come in. 53. Oh, I got a little bit of relief in my throat right now. 3-1 pitch. Fastball strike, and it's 3-2. And Clement flies into second base with a stolen base. So that's a big, big run out there for Andres the Giant. And they didn't even look at him. 3-2, nobody out. Runner at second and Clement. The pitch on the way. A swing and a drive into deep right field. Going back to Teoscar Hernandez. That's down for a base hit and up against the wall. Rounding third, Clement. He'll head for home. Into second is Jimenez. And the Blue Jays lead 4-2. Andres the Giant coming up huge on the 10th hit of the night for the Blue Jays. That earns a ice water salute.
That's gotta feel good for Jimenez right there.
Absolutely, it does.
Payback for getting drilled.
Yep. Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, out to talk to Glass now. Glad I don't have YouTube TV. Why? Is that with all of the ESPN things going on with YouTube TV, Deets?
Yeah, they've been shutting streams down all night.
I'm glad that's the case. Glad I don't have it either.
But it's not bad. It's just, streams get shut down. You go find another one. There's a million of them up.
Springer 3 for 3 tonight. And he swings and misses for strike one. Jimenez at second, nobody out. 4-2 Blue Jays. Spring in November, they're hoping for it. Right at the chest. And the 0-1 to Springer. High and tight, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kings beat the Bucks. Timberwolves beat the Hornets. No surprise there.
And the best drive of the night by Oklahoma ends in a fumble inside the 10-yard line. Tennessee recovers, and now Tennessee's on the drive.
R2 asked if Ja was a fraud. Is Oklahoma acting like a fraud tonight? And they're still coming up and inside on Springer. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Strike called 1-2. Nobody out. Bottom of the sixth. 4-2 Blue Jays. Trey Savage is up and throwing. And I'm willing to bet we'll see him in the seventh inning. Rangers scored. They lead Seattle 1-0 in the first. Next one, swing and a miss, and Springer's gone. One out in the sixth inning.
Shades of Randy Johnson 24 years ago.
Yes, indeed. Next Friday, Northwestern tries to become bowl eligible as they go out to California to play USC. It's a 9 p.m. kickoff. Glass now from the stretch, deals to Lucas. That's a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Lucas, a sacrifice bunt in the third. Blue Jays got one so far here in the sixth. The pitch on the way. A swing and a drive towards center. Edman backing up in front of the track, makes the catch. Jagging is Jimenez. He'll run to third. And now there's two down in the sixth inning. Now, I'm willing to bet you they'll pass on Vladdy Guerrero Jr. They passed on him in the third, and he scored ahead of Bo Bichette's home run. And they will pitch to him. Christy Roxell with us. Vladdy, don't let the Dodgers win. That's a pitch outside, ball one. One and 0 the count with two down and Bo Bichette on deck. 1-0 pitch, swinging a bouncing ball headed to third. Up with it is Muncy. Throw to first in time, inning over. This feels good, even though my body's trying to betray me. But it feels good baseball call wise. Something to take into the new season. 6 down, 3 to go. Maybe 3 to go. Done with 6. Blue Jays 4. And the Dodgers 2.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crown they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
We go to the 7th. 4-10-0 for the Blue Jays, 2-7-0 for the Dodgers. Blue Jays got 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th. That's their 4. Dodgers 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th. That's their 2. And let's get some college football updating going on. Here's dates.
Tennessee about to punt to Oklahoma, 17-16. Still middle of the 3rd quarter. In the 4th quarter, Wolfpack still lead Georgia Tech in a big ACC matchup. And as I said before, Coach Prime, 52-14 against Arizona. That's what's going on right now.
Arizona. Trey Savage begins the 7th by delivering inside to Otani for ball 1. Yes, that Trey Savage. 3-1 in the postseason. Trying to get a 9-out save. From the windup, the pitch. Outside, 2-0. Oh, you're all right, Victor. You are all right, man. 2-0 the count to Otani. Savage rocks, kicks, and fires. That's low, and it bounces away, and it's 3-0. So he's come at him with a cutter, a slider, and another slider. And this may wind up being an intentional walk. 4-2 Blue Jays in the top of the 7th. A pitch. High. Oh, called a strike. 3-1. Will Smith would be next. Savage's pitch is low, ball 4. And now you get Will Smith to the plate. Smith is 1 for 3, a ringing double earlier in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1.
What do you think of this move? Bringing Yasevich back.
All hands on deck. All hands on deck.
I could see if the game was tied.
Mm-hmm.
I would think the Blue Jays would want to play. You know, they're ahead. I think they would want to keep it on the level that they're, you know, that they've played with all year to get to this point.
Mm-hmm.
I would think you would keep, you'd keep your Savage as an ace in the hole.
Well, they're using him right now. There's a strike. The count's even 1-1. 2.
Yeah, and he's got 5 balls so far.
Mm-hmm. If he gets outs, then nothing else matters. A 1-1. A swing and a drive into left center field. Varsho circling the wagons. He's under it. Got it. 1 out in the 7th. Otani plays with tag in the 2nd, but then retreats back to 1st. Here's Freddie Freeman, who is 1 for 3 with a single in the 4th inning, hitting .231 in this World Series. You got your Savage to get through innings 7 and 8 because he's got the power. That's wide, ball 1. One and 0 the count to Freddie Freeman. I beg your pardon. Mookie Betts on deck. The pitch, strike called, and the count's even 1-1. Came back at him with a splitter that time. You would love for Freeman to bounce into a double play and get your Savage out of this inning. That's up 2-1. 11 pitches now for you, Savage. In fact, I'm going to call for it for Freeman to hit into a double play. I'm going to call for it right now. 2-1, 1 out. Ohtani at first. It's Savage from the stretch. The pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to Guerrero. Second one. Return to a double play. And there it is.
There it is.
6-3. And the Blue Jays are out of a jam. Time to stretch. Great play by Vladdy Guerrero. He went to second first for the force. And the return to first was a step in time. And the Blue Jays take a 2-run lead to the bottom of the 7th. Blue Jays 4, Dodgers 2. This is the 2025 World Series. You're hearing it live on Snowman Sportsnet.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Time now for the Gargura Beyond the Myth 5 years of Hollow Live English 7th inning stretch, which sees the Blue Jays up 4-2 on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And Napoleon, that's for you, buddy.
I'm not singing.
Me neither. I'm not singing either.
But in the 7th inning stretch here, Oklahoma, Xavier Robinson, touchdown run. Oklahoma 23-17 over Tennessee with 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
They finally took advantage of something. What do you know? And Deets, I'm not singing either. Don't even ask. I'm not even going to try it. 4-2 Blue Jays as we head to the bottom of the 7th, and I'm due for another water refill. As Sheehan has come on to pitch for the Dodgers, a swing and a miss by Bichette. Counts 0-1. Emmett Sheehan, your new pitcher. I think at the end of this inning, I'm going to refill 2 of the 3 bottles I have here. Drinking nothing but ice water the remainder of the night. 0-1, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. 97-mile-an-hour fastball after a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Well, your Rangers up 2-1 on Seattle. 6:10 left in the first period there in the Pacific Northwest. The line of the 1 and the 0-2 is fouled out of play. Count stays where it is at 0-2. What's Dates? What's the latest you've ever slept?
The latest,
latest you've ever slept. Next one, that's outside 1 and 2. Go ahead.
You mean latest I've ever gone to sleep?
No, latest you've ever slept in.
Oh, you're asking somebody. You're asking somebody who works overnights. I slept during my vacations. I would do the show. I would wake up 5 minutes before doing Snowman in the morning, and then go to sleep till 5 o'clock. Go back to sleep after we got off the air, and then go right back to sleep.
Oh God, I've done that so many times over 12 years. So many times, especially with us being in the 10 o'clock slot now.
Yep.
The Shed strikes out. They're showing the watch party in the Scotiabank Arena. Here's the pitch to Barger. Is low for ball one. When I was like really sick a couple of years ago, I would wake up, come in here, do the show, totally unaware of what Dog had put together for the show, do the show, and then I'd go back to bed. Fastball strike, and the count's even 1-1. Well, it looks like North Carolina State just put the game away with another touchdown. They now lead 48-30. Emmett Sheehan rocks, kicks, and fires. It's low, 2-1. Bottom of the seventh inning. Toronto 4, Dodgers 2. And more activity in the Dodgers bullpen as Dreyer is now. No, that's Hoffman. I believe that's up and throwing. Next one, swinging a bouncing ball to first. Freeman with a great scoop. Wins the race to the bag. And there's 2 down in the inning. Should the Blue Jays hold on, Deets? Who's your MVP? I say it's Vladdy Jr.
I think it's got to be Vlad Guerrero.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Vlad Jr. There's Alejandro Kirk, 1 for 3 with a single in the 5th. Sheehan from the windup deals, swinging a drive toward right. Teoscar on the run, unable to get it. Alejandro Kirk puts the brakes on, and he's on with a 1-out single. Yeah, I think it's Vlad Guerrero Jr. who's the MVP. He's been the best player this entire postseason.
Depending on what happens next inning, I mean, if Savage strikes out the side,
he may get a couple hundred votes too.
He might get a couple votes himself.
Dalton Varsho to the plate, and the pitch to him is a strike on the inside corner. The count's 0-1. 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. Emmett Sheehan on in relief of a game that Ohtani started. The pitch, high, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. Emmett Sheehan looks, gets a sign, and now comes set. And the pitch, swinging a foul out of play, and the count's 1-2.
End of the third quarter in Knoxville. Oklahoma 23, Tennessee 17.
In Knoxville, there's a drive foul down the right field line. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bottom of the 7th inning. 4-2 Blue Jays as they try to win their first title since 1993. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Fastball at 97. Takes care of the Blue Jays. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the 8th. Blue Jays have left 9. Dodgers have left 7. Trey Savage comes out for the 8th inning. And your score is the Blue Jays 4 and the Dodgers 2 in the 2025 World Series game number 7. Back with more after this.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules.
All right, so both games are on commercial right now. The Dodgers and Blue Jays head to the 8th. Oklahoma, Tennessee heading to the 4th. A lot going on. Wolfpack lead Georgia Tech as they try to knock Georgia Tech from the ranks of the unbeaten in college football. So a lot going on.
Okay, what'd I miss?
The ad shut off.
Oh.
So I was just updating people on the scores.
Okay. Thank you for that.
No problem.
I gotta time this better for next season to make it 2.5 minutes instead of 100 seconds. Oh, I'm live on the Coliseum right now. Well, thank you, AB. Appreciate it. No, Napoleon, I did not cut the ad short. I ran in to get some water like I promised myself I'd do, and I was filling this thing up with ice because we have ice now. I was just late getting back. So welcome to those of you in the Coliseum with your esteemed host, AB Media. We are in the top of the 8th inning with the Blue Jays leading the Dodgers 4-2. Blue Jays have left 9 on base, and the Dodgers have left 7. 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Toronto. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The biggest blow of the game is a 3-run homer by Bo Bichette. That came in the 3rd inning. The Dodgers are trying to repeat history tonight, while the Blue Jays are looking to make some. We hope you enjoy the final 6 outs. Your Savage is still in, and he delivers a swing and a miss to Mookie Betts for strike 1. And again, a welcome to those of you in the Coliseum listening to us here tonight. 0-1 the count. Your Savage sets the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. A lot of fans I've gotten from both sides, the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. And the pitch on the way. Swinging a foul at the plate. We'll do it again. Craig Harris says, how about them Buffs? I'm reading the Coliseum chat. Yeah, the Buffs got blasted by the Arizona Wildcats. 0-2 the count. Your Savage from the windup delivers. Swinging a bouncing ball to short. Up with it, Jimenez. The toss to first. 1 down in the 8th. Dr. T is in the building. Horowitz, Feinberg, and Horowitz. I'm reading the Coliseum chat. Louis Conyer, Red Pill Sleeper Cell. Welcome to all of you. Giving us a look as we bring you Game 7 of the 2025 World Series. Here is Max Muncy, who was 2 for 3 on the night. The pitch, curveball strike, and the count's 0-1. Let me correct myself with Muncy. I read the wrong line. Muncy is 1 for 2 with a walk and a single, hitting 153 in the series. The pitch, low. And the count's even 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, the count. Muncy is ready, so is your Savage. And that is blasted deep to right. That baby is gone. Max Muncy with a home run. And the Dodgers have crept back to within a run. It's now 4-3. Boy, these champs will not go away. Oh, the commercial package just ran out before I was able to get back in the seat. Yeah, it's going to be a nail biter. It's going to go all the way down to the finish. These Dodgers, they're the champs for a reason. So now, how big is that extra run that the Blue Jays got in the 6th inning? Hi, Banksy. Here's the pitch to Teoscar Hernandez. Swings and misses for strike 1. Teoscar 0 for 2 on the evening. A sac fly in the 7th. From the windup, here's the 0-1. A swing and a bouncing ball up the middle. Grabbed by Bichette. Throw to first. Got him. 2 down in the inning. The pitch he threw to Muncy was sitting dead. He was sitting dead red on it, and Muncy blasted it. You know, it'd be so apropos for this World Series if it turned into something with a walk-off. And Muncy got showered with seeds, and your Savage is going to get the hook. Well, your Savage protected the lead. It's now down to a run. So we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we will see Chris Hoffman, who will try to get a 4-out save and a championship for the Blue Jays. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Dodgers 3. We'll come back in 100 seconds.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete.
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code SNOWMAN, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Wow, we're in a break. Horowitz, Feinberg, and Horowitz with a $50 super chat saying, I thought the Dodgers would take it 4 and out. Glad I was wrong. I think a lot of people are glad you were wrong. Here is Chris Hoffman dealing to Tommy Edman, and it's upstairs for ball 1. There's 2 outs in the 8th, or Jeff Hoffman, rather, 2 for 2 in saves. He had 33 in the regular season, and he's looking to get 4 more to close out the season. Callie Greenshields, I have no nails left. That's outside, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. I don't have any nails left either, but then again, I didn't have many nails to start with. We'll get an update from Dietz before the bottom of the inning with all kinds of college football scores, including one in Boulder that I called. Next one, strike call, 2-1. Tommy Edman tonight is 0 for 2. Blake Snell up and throwing for the Dodgers, who threw game 5. Next one, swinging a bouncing ball to second. Up with it, Bichette. Throw to first in time. Inning over. Dodgers get a run on a hit, but don't leave anybody. And the Blue Jays sit 3 outs away from winning the title. Let's take a 100-second break. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Blue Jays lead 4-3. We're back in a minute.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Four to 3 Blue Jays lead as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 4 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. And the big blow of the game as it stands right now, a 3-run homer by Bo Bichette that came back in the 3rd inning against Shohei Ohtani. The Dodgers have chipped away at the lead, but then the Blue Jays get a run-scoring double from Andres the Giant Jimenez to make it 4-2. Max Muncy makes it 4-3, and that's where we stand right now. And thank you to the folks in the Coliseum that are tuning us in as well. Four to 3 our scores. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. And let's see if the Dodgers have made a pitching change. Nope, they stay with Emmett Sheehan. He'll pitch to Ernie Clement, and Clement swings and misses for strike 1. Trainer Ruffles and the Blue Jays are 3 outs away from a world championship. It'll be their first since '93. It's like I said at the top of the series. The Dodgers are trying to repeat history. The Blue Jays are trying to make some. That pitch is up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Took a while for me to get to this level of strength because I had so many problems with my throat the last few days. The left side of my throat's been hurting. Turns out changing weather affected my tonsils. And I've been drinking a lot of liquids, and that is ripped foul by Clement upstairs with a fastball. And the count is now even the count is 1-2, beg your pardon. Tomorrow, if I am feeling good, it'll be the Colts and the Steelers from Pittsburgh. And I know Aaron Rodgers is very petty, but I want the Colts to be even pettier. The pitch is low. They check. No swing. Counts even 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And thank you again to the folks at the Coliseum, hosted by the great AB Media 83 for tuning us in. 2-2 pitch on the way. A swing and a drive into deep left center field. Back on it is Edman, and that is down and up against the wall. Hernandez retrieves it. Clement into second with a stand-up double, and an insurance run for the Blue Jays sits at second base. Hit number 12 tonight for the Blue Jays. Ernie Clement now has the record for most hits in a postseason with 30. A few more biscuits for breakfast, and that's leaving the yard. There's a score I wanted Dietz to mention, and it occurred in Boulder, Colorado, and it's one I'm laughing at because it's one I called. Dietz?
52-17. Wildcats over the Buffaloes.
And Emmett Sheehan is out. So they've knocked out Emmett Sheehan. And Blake Snell will come on to pitch for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So we'll take a 100-second break. Your score is the Blue Jays 4 and the Dodgers 3 in the midst of a pitching change. We're back in 100.
From the hills of Santa Clara to the legacy of the stick, this is where red runs deep and greatness wears gold. 40 plus years a fan, 30 years in the booth, and now it's personal. The 49ers like you've never heard them before. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Hosted by Brian Snow, each week you will get a recap of the game that just happened and the game that will happen. All the stats, facts, and figures, all the fun notes, fan chats, and everything else you could put into 30 minutes. This is That 49ers Show on Snowman Sportsnet. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for...
Joe Carter and the Blue Jays won it all in 1993 in the form of a walk-off home run. That banner hangs high at the Rogers Center. And now the Blue Jays trying to hang a third World Series banner. But we got to deal with the bottom of the eighth first. Blake Snell coming on to pitch for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He'll deal with Andres Jimenez, then George Springer, and then Nathan Lucas. And remember what happened in Game 5. Blake Snell surrendered 2 runs in 3 pitches on home runs by Davis Schneider, who has not been in the game tonight, and then Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Most historic postseason home runs. Of course, you know about Joe Carter, Jose Bautista against the Rangers in Game 5 in the division series. ALCS Game 7, of course, that was George Springer. And then Bo Bichette tonight in Game 7 of the World Series. This is the first time the Blue Jays have ever been in a Game 7 in the World Series. Because remember, they beat Atlanta and then Philadelphia in back-to-back years. But it all took 6 games. Arku says, how did it feel when your favorite team won it all, Snowman? When the White Sox won in 2005, I was in tears. More so now each year beyond that when I watch highlights, because it was the last World Series I got to share with my dad when he was healthy, because in June of 2007, I lost him to prostate cancer. Ohtani went 2 2/3, 2 1/3. I beg your pardon. Glasnow went 2 1/3. This is the 4th starting pitcher tonight as they are fixing up the mound. And North Carolina State has defeated the Yellow Jackets 48-36. Dietz, what's that mean for the Yellow Jackets?
It means they're going to be tied with Louisville, and it means NC State has wins over Virginia and Georgia Tech and only gets credit for the win over Georgia Tech.
Yep. Yep.
Funny.
Chaos in the ACC.
I was in tears when my team won the World Series too, but I was 3 years old, so
yeah. Would that be the Mets?
That would be Ray Knight round in third.
Yep. Ray Knight, Darryl Strawberry, who hit that massive home run in the 8th inning of that game. I watched it on NBC with my dad. Actually, I watched it with my dad and my mom. Don Mattingly, one of the coaches for the Blue Jays, played 17 years as a player, 10 years as a coach, 12 years as a manager, 39 years total, and he gets in with the Blue Jays. All right, here we go. Lefty to lefty. Jimenez facing Blake Snell. The pitch, low and outside, ball one. Let's see what Snell has to offer. When the Bulls won their first one in 1991, my whole family was jumping up and down. Mom, dad, and me. Infield up at the corners. Nobody out, runner at second. The pitch, bounded foul, and the count's even 1-1. When the 49ers won their first title, I laughed because everyone expected the Cowboys to win. Dietz, this is nothing against you, but I had a bet going with my teacher for that NFC championship. Leo Bala says, good to see you, Snowman. Go Jays. Thank you much. I appreciate it. Good for the folks in the Coliseum to be tuning in as well. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The pitch. Swinging a smash. Caught at third by Muncy, playing right at the exact position where he needed to be. Halfway on the grass, he was able to take that hit away. 1 out in the 8th. That ball was roped, and Muncy was right there to make the play. That's why he's a Gold Glove third baseman. And now you're up to the top of the order, and George Springer, who is 3-4 tonight with a strikeout. Snell's pitch fouled out of play for strike 1. Springer, 3 singles on the evening, hitting .421 in the World Series. This is the only postseason series. Well, I'm thinking of Bo Bichette. Springer's been in the entire playoff. That's fouled out of play for strike 2. Nathan Lucas on deck. Davis Schneider in the hole. In fact, Schneider, I believe, will pinch hit for Lucas. 0-2, the count to Springer. 3 for 4 tonight. Snell sets at the chest, looks at second. And the 0-2, swing and a miss. Springer is gone. 2 down in the 8th inning. And it is indeed Davis Schneider that will pinch hit for Nathan Lucas. So just in case we do go extras, you got Schneider that'll pop in for Lukes in left field, but the Blue Jays are not looking for extra innings. They're looking for 3 outs come next inning. And you know what happened with Davis Schneider in Game 5 on the first pitch of the game. He just walloped a home run out in Dodger Stadium. And that set the Blue Jays on their way. They lost last night 3-1. Dodgers have 3 runs tonight, but they trail 4-3, which was the clinching score against the Seattle Mariners in Game 7 10 days ago. All right, Davis Schneider steps into the right-handed batter's box. Blake Snell comes to the set position, doesn't even look at second. And the pitch is a strike, and the count's 0-1. Schneider takes a deep breath. For the World Series, Davis Schneider is 2 for 9, but you know what one of those 2 hits are. The pitch, low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Clement did not even think of taking off. Everybody back at normal depth for the Dodgers. Colts and Steelers tomorrow at 1 o'clock here on the channel. or on both channels, this one and Snowman Sportsnet, as we try to get them both built up. 1-1 the count. The kick and the pitch. Low and inside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Art Newstall popping into the Coliseum. Greetings to you. Old Clip 70, greetings to you. Cito Gaston was the manager when the Blue Jays won back-to-back titles. That is correct. The pitch. Strike on to the outside corner with a changeup. A nasty one at that. And the count is now even at 2-2. To the folks in the Coliseum, 2-211, Art Newstall TV, welcome to both of you. Oilers scored a goal. They lead the Blackhawks 1-0. 1:10 into the second period. 2-2, 2 down. The pitch to Snyder. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a curveball. Inning over, and Jeff Hoffman has 3 outs to get. Blue Jays leave 1. There's a hit and one runner left on base. The Blue Jays have left 10. All right, folks, hold on to your seats. The Blue Jays are going to try to clinch it. They lead 4-3 back in 100.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Before we go to the 9th inning, here's Dietz with some scores around college football. Chris?
Oklahoma may have just sealed the deal as it is 26-17 as Oklahoma charges down the field with 4 minutes left. Florida State 42, Wake's for a 7. And Cincinnati and Utah just getting underway in Salt Lake City.
All right, so Oklahoma may have sealed up a victory. Arizona did the same thing. Well, they didn't have to seal up a victory. They blew them out. They blew out. But also big props to Arizona State. Without Sean Leavitt, they were able to go out and take care of business against Iowa State in a tough environment, in a tough game. All right, business here as we start the 9th. Kike Hernandez takes the ball inside for ball 1, and a thank you to 2Trip211 for the Cash App. Miles Straw is in the game. He's in left field. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kike Hernandez is 1 for 4, or 1 for 3, I beg your pardon. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out in the 9th. Everybody up in the Sky Dome. And yes, I still call it the Sky Dome for old school purposes. Swinging a foul out of play to the right. And the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is game 7 of the 2025 World Series. Series tied up 3 games apiece. Toronto leads the Dodgers 4-3 as they try to unseat the champs and win their first since 1993. The pitch, swing and a miss. Hernandez is gone, 1 down in the 9th. Miguel Rojas scheduled to hit. Ohtani behind him. He threw him a splitter that fell off the table. Hernandez was late. The entire province of Ontario ready to dance. Miguel Rojas up to the plate. He is 1 for 3. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's on 1. 2 outs to go for the Blue Jays.
And as I say, Oklahoma was sealing the deal. They throw an interception, and Tennessee is, again, down 9 with 4 minutes to go.
That pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nervous time in Toronto. That's from my buddy Rod Peterson, who says it that way, and I found it hilarious every time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Take a deep breath, Blue Jay Nation. This is the team I picked to win it all when the playoffs started. The 1-1 pitch, low and inside, 2-1. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Shohei Ohtani would be next, who is 2 for 3 on the evening. The pitch, swinging a foul out of play. Guerrero trying to get to it, can't. It's in the stands, and the count is 2-2. You know, it's gonna be the ultimate. Should Rojas be retired? And I've had to reset my my browser here, so hang tight with me. It's 2-2 to Miguel Rojas. And they're up in the Sky Dome with Shohei looming large on deck. Next one, that's inside. The count's full 3-2. Tried to come at him with a cutter that didn't cut. Kings have scored. They trail the Devils 3-1. They're late in the 3rd period in that game. 3-2, 1 out. Here in the top of the 9th against Miguel Rojas. The payoff pitch. A swing and a blast in the deep left field. This game is tied. Unbelievable. We are tied at 4 in the 9th inning of the World Series. Unreal. And there was no doubt about that. Miguel Rojas just cranked a game-tying home run. And we will indeed have a bottom of the 9th inning. Oh, baby. He gave him a curveball, and Miguel Rojas did not miss it. And now you got Shohei Ohtani looming large as what could be the go-ahead run with Will Smith behind him and Freddie Freeman behind him. And Ohtani swings and drives one to left. Davis Schneider, or Miles Straw, I beg your pardon, is under it. He's got it. 2 down in the 9th. Oh, baby. There was no doubt about that one. No doubt. And it's fitting that it should go to a bottom of the 9th inning. And look at the Dodger dugout, jumping up and down like 10-year-olds. I love it. It may be a 4-4 tie, but I love those reactions. The pitch to Smith, a strike, and the count's 0-1. Will Smith 1 for 4, doubled in the fourth, and scored in the fourth. And kudos to Miguel Rojas. The pitch is a strike, and the count's 0-2. For those of you tuning into the Coliseum, just getting to us, it is a 4-4 tie. That is Rojas' first home run since September the 19th. 0-2 the count. The pitch on the way. Outside, 1-2. Take a deep breath, folks. The Dodgers have tied this game at 4 after trailing 3-0 and then 4-2. They get a run in the 8th on the home run by Muncy and a run in the 9th on the home run by Rojas. That's outside, and the count's even 2-2. And Tennessee just scored with under 2 to go in the ball game there. We'll get an update from Dietz in a moment. On the top of the order, somewhat the top of the order, due up for the Blue Jays in the 9th. 2, 3, and 4 due up for them. That's outside, ball 3. It is a 4-4 tie in Game 7 of the World Series. This is crazy. The pitch. Strike 3 called. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Will Smith not happy with that call. Oh, my gracious. If you think it wasn't heartbeat time now, coming into the top of the 9th, you ain't seen nothing yet. Miguel Rojas just may have saved Dave Roberts' job and killed John Schneider's. But the Dodgers have 3 outs to get to send it to extra innings. To the bottom of the 9th, Dodgers 4, Blue Jays 4. Back in 100 seconds.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
World Series history, the Dodgers are 2-65 when trailing after 8 innings. Their last win, I'll let y'all try to guess which that is. And I'll just say the win is very, very famous. Here we go to the bottom of the 9th. It'll be Guerrero, Bichette, and Barger to deal with Blake Snell as we are tied at 4 apiece. Home runs by Max Muncy and Miguel Rojas have evened this game. Blake Snell to deal to Vladdy Guerrero Jr. The pitch outside, ball 1 with a changeup. And Napoleon, you got it right. It was 88. Game 1, the pitch, low and outside, 2-0 with a slider. So he started him with a changeup, came back with a slider. Vladdy 0 for 4, 0 for 3 coming into this at bat. The pitch, low and inside, 3-0. So he started him with a changeup and then a pair of sliders. And the 3-0 pitch is swung on and whacked into center field, back at the wall, and caught by Edman. 1 down in the 9th. Oh, just got it off the end of the bat. And Guerrero is now 0 for 4. Dante Bichette comes up.
We have a final in Knoxville, Oklahoma, 26-24 over Tennessee.
So Oklahoma just may have knocked Tennessee out. The pitch to Bichette is a strike with a slider, and the count's 0-1. Bichette 1 for 3 at 3-run homer back in the 3rd inning. The 0-1 pitch outside with a changeup, and the count is now even at 1-1. What in the world, Duluth? 2 home runs late. The pitch is outside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Here she comes. A swing and a long one into left, and that's down for a base hit in front of Kike Hernandez. So Bichette is on as the World Series winning run with 1 out of the 9th. And he will be lifted for a pinch runner in Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who would take his spot at second base, I would assume, if we go extra innings. And now Addison Barger heads to the plate. Lefty to lefty, Barger versus Snell. And the pitch is outside, ball 1 with a slider at 90. Barger 2 for 4, 2 singles on the night. He does have a strikeout. And Yobinoshu Yamamoto up and throwing for the Dodgers. 1-0 the count. And the pitch is a ball, 2-0. Nervous time in Toronto. 4-4 tie, bottom of the 9th inning in Game 7 of the World Series. The set position by Snell. And the pitch is a strike with a curveball, and the count is now 2-1. Duluth says, what in the world? I walked away, and this happens. This whole series has been crazy. Welcome to those of you again listening in the Coliseum hosted by AB Media. Next one, a strike with a slider, and the count's even 2-2. Sir Anthony Dominguez is ready to go into the 10th inning. Should we get that far? 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. 4-13-0 for the Blue Jays. 4-9-0 for the Dodgers. Here she comes. Swinging a foul at the plate. We'll do it again. Count stays even at 2-2. That was off the foot of Barger. Winning run at first. And a good job by Barger getting a piece of it. How crazy would it be if it is a walk-off? It would just cap off one of the craziest World Series I've ever watched. Barger taking a few extra moments. This is crazy. An 8th inning home run by Max Muncy and a game-tying 9th inning home run by Miguel Rojas has evened this game at 4. That's where we stand in the bottom of the 9th inning. Schneider out to check on Barger. Colts and Steelers tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We hope that you tune in. And Barger says, I'm good. If the Dodgers get the lead in the 10th inning, should we get that far, do we see Yamamoto? My answer is yes. 2-2 with 1 out. The pitch. Swing a tapper, third base side, foul. We'll do it again. So Barger making Blake Snell throw a lot of pitches. And Barger not jogging back to the plate. He's walking back to the plate as he fouled that ball off the instep of his foot. Four tie, bottom of the 9th, in the last baseball game of the year, in the immortal words of Jack Buck. 25 pitches for Blake Snell. The pitch. Swinging a foul. We'll do it again. 26 pitches now for Blake Snell. And that's something Callie brought up earlier. Red Pill Sleeper Cell with a $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much. Barger 2 for 4 on the night. With Alejandro, the captain, Kirk due next. And Varsho behind him. We're in the 9th. 4-4 tie. Barger and Snell locked in a battle with Isaiah Kiner-Falefa leading away from first. The pitch. Low with a curveball, and the count's full, 3-2. Kiner-Falefa can run. Dodgers had their backs against the wall in the 9th inning. They did with 1 out. And Miguel Rojas, the 9th place hitter, at the plate, but Miguel Rojas came through for him. 3-2. Kiner-Falefa leads. Does not go. And it's ball 4 outside. So now you have runners at first and second. Double play still in order. So the infield will play at double play depth. That's the 30th pitch for Blake Snell. But you don't, there's no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow for Blake Snell. And Dave Roberts is coming out. We may see a pitching change with Yamamoto warming up. And that's exactly what we're going to see. So a pitching change coming up as this series gets crazier and crazier. Bo Bichette's 3-run homer made it 3-0. The Blue Jays looked like they got some insurance. Then Max Muncy and Miguel Rojas said, not so fast, my friends. And that is where we stand right now. Dodgers 4, Blue Jays 4. We got a pitching change. We're back in 100.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto is in for the Dodgers. Alejandro Kirk will be his first batter that he faced. Shohei Ohtani, Tyler Glasnow, each 2 1/3 here in Game 7 tonight. It's a 4-4 tie. Alejandro Kirk is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. Another one gets the winning run home. The pitch. Strike called inside corner with a splitter. The count's 0-1. Oh, 0-1 to the captain. Dalton Varsho would be next. And the pitch. It hit him. Oh, my Lord, it hit him. And now the bases are loaded with 1 out in the 9th. And Yamamoto just realized what he did. Now the bases are loaded for Dalton Varsho. With 1 out in the 9th, Varsho 0 for 4, a fly out, a pair of strikeouts, and a ground out, hitting 167 in this World Series. A chance for the Blue Jays to walk off again in the World Series.
Whoa.
It sure did. It hit him on the right wrist. Oh, man. Now let's see what they can. Now let's see what they do with Dalton Varsho. There's nowhere to put him. We're in the bottom of the 9th in a 4-4 tie. This is crazy. Dalton Varsho is set to go against Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and now Edman will come out for Pages in a defensive change. We got a final. Deets, I need you to confirm this. 33-27 Oklahoma. Is that correct?
Yep.
So now all kinds of stuff is happening. So Dave Roberts is going to make a defensive switch. Yobanoshu Yamamoto trying to save this game for the Dodgers. The infield up all the way around. So something into the outfield wins the World Series for the Blue Jays. Hang on your seats to the folks in the Coliseum, and thank you for checking us out. Everybody up in the Sky Dome. Yoshinobu sets at the belt. Looks in and fires. Outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. 1 out, bases full of Blue Jays. Here in the bottom of the 9th inning. The pitch on the way, grounded foul, first base side. Counts even 1-1. Oilers have scored. They lead the Blackhawks 2-1 late in the second period of that game. And for those of you tuning into the Coliseum, yes, we get updates on every game that we try to cover, including the NHL. The pitch, outside corner strike, and it's 1-2.
Oof.
So you want to make Yamamoto throw pitches also. One out, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth, 4-4 tie. The pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to second. They'll come home. And they just got him. 2 down in the ninth. And it's Miguel Rojas with another game-saving play. That'll bring up Ernie Clement. Oh, wait a minute. Looking at the replay, I think Connor Falefa got in there. Or it's it's tough. It's tough to see. Foot was off the plate, just got back on the plate as Connor Falefa slid in. We're looking closer now. Foot's off the plate. Oh my God, that is so close. And that's what they're looking at right now. Did his foot touch the corner of the plate? And the answer is yes. Answer's yes. So 2 out in the inning. Great play by Rojas. Great play by Will Smith also. I heard that. Here's Ernie Clement. 3 for 4 on the night. Barger, the winning run at third. The pitch. A swing and a fly ball into left. Going back on it is Pages. He's got it. What a play by Pages, running into his teammate. Kike Hernandez wouldn't have been able to get there. Pages did, and the inning is over, and we're going extras. Great play by Andy Pages. Able to cover ground in a hurry. But Miguel Rojas started the great defensive plays. And you wouldn't have this any other way. We're going extras. 4-4 tie in Game 7. Back after this.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
To the 10th inning we go in a 4-4 tie in Game 7 of the World Series. Andy Pages saved the game for the Dodgers as he raced over and made a catch against the wall as Kike Hernandez would not have been able to get to it. That ball took off on Hernandez. And Pages raced over into left and made the play. That close. As we go to the 10th inning. But what do you expect? It's game 7. Blue Jays have left 13 on base, including 3 in the 9th inning. Sir Anthony Dominguez delivers to Freddie Freeman, and that's slashed foul for strike 1. Freeman is 1 for 4 on the night. Sir Anthony Dominguez, the 5th pitcher for the Blue Jays, and the pitch is a ball, 1-1. Sir Anthony Dominguez in 11 games has a 2-0 record, 20 1/3 innings pitched. He's trying to get the Blue Jays back to the bats. And that is swung on and driven into left. Going back on it is Miles Straw. He has it in front of the wall. 1 down in the 10th. Extra innings in the World Series. Why? Because why not? That's all I can say. Why? Because why the heck not? This is crazy. This is absolutely bleeping crazy. Trae Young out for 4 weeks. Who cares? Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1 out in the 10th. 4-4 tie. Which team will break through first? Sir Anthony Dominguez sets. And the pitch. Fouled out of play to the right. And the count is now even at 1-1. Mookie Betts at the plate. Betts 0 for 3 on the evening. Sir Anthony Dominguez sets, former Philly. And the pitch on the way is a breaking ball inside, and it's 2-1, a sweeper. The next one is wide, 3-1. Can you confirm that Trae Young is out for 4 weeks? I haven't paid attention, to be honest. And the 3-1 pitch, way inside, ball 4. Betts is aboard with 1 out in the 10th inning.
I didn't even know the Hawks were still a basketball team.
Last team to repeat as World Series champions were the Yankees. They had 3 in a row, 98 to 2000. The Reds, 75-76, were the last National League team to repeat as champions. That's what the Dodgers are looking at right now. Here's the pitch to Muncy, swing and a miss for strike 1. I keep saying his last name wrong. Muncy 2 for 3, a walk, a single, and you know what he did in the 9th inning. The pitch, low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Everybody in Toronto and Los Angeles have yelled themselves weak. We are in the 10th inning of Game 7 of the World Series. The pitch, low and outside. It is 2-1. Again, a welcome to those of you in the Coliseum tuning us in. Sorry this is taking so long, guys, but thank you to AB Media for putting this on for you. Dominguez steps off the rubber, now steps back on. Muncy 2 for 3 with a home run in the 8th inning. The pitch, fouled out of play, and it's 2-2. We are in the 10th inning. Can you believe that? We're in the 10th inning. And the Dodgers are trying to come all the way back And the pitch. Smash, base hit in the center field. And now 2 on with 1 out in the 10th inning. Max Muncy comes through again. He is now 3 for 4 on the night. And that was a liner right off Dominguez's glove. And it trickled into center field for a base hit. Now here's Teoscar Hernandez. Teoscar is 0 for 3. He has a sacrifice fly to his credit. Kraken and Rangers tied 2 apiece at the end of the second period. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Oh and 1 the count. Oh, excuse me, 1-0 the count. I beg your pardon. 10th hit for the Dodgers tonight. Blue Jays have 13 hits. 1-0 is a strike, and the count's even 1-1. Sir Anthony Dominguez against Teoscar Hernandez, former Blue Jay and former Brewer. 1-1 the count. Dominguez sets. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Yamamoto looking for the Dodgers to get the lead. He would be in line for the save of all saves if that's the case. 1-2 the count. The pitch low, and it's 2-2. Oh, brother. Is this another game that happened on Monday? Wouldn't it be fitting? 2-2 the count. 1 out, top of the 10th inning. The pitch fouled out of play. We'll do it again at 2-2. Oh for 3 is Teoscar Hernandez with a run batted in. Tommy Edman on deck. Andy Pages behind him. 2-2 the count. Dominguez sets, looks at second, and the pitch outside with a fastball. And the count is full at 3-2. Bang, right on the corner, didn't get the call. The payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. The bases are loaded.
Oh,
oh, brother. And here is Andy Pages batting for the first time tonight. Pages batting in place of Tommy Edman. And that'll take us to, I believe, a pitching change.
You can't make this ending up.
You really can't.
If this guy made the catch he just made and then the go ahead hit in the top of the next inning,
you can't make this. Miguel Rojas, you can't make that up either. Voice that you hear with us. All right, folks, bases loaded, 1 down in the top of the 10th. Andy Pages set to take on Sir Anthony Dominguez. 1 for 15 in the World Series. The infield is in. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's 0-1. Andy Pages this postseason 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position. He's got a chance to be a hero. Dominguez sets, and the pitch, high and tight. 1 ball, 1 strike with a sweeper. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 10th inning. The pitch on the way is low, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Dominguez trying to get him with a sinker. Fish weren't biting. Pages is ready. So is Dominguez. On the ground, they come home, got him, 2 down in the inning. So Betts is cut down at the plate. Andres the Giant Jimenez with the play. Great play by Andres the Giant Jimenez. But you're not out of the woods yet. As you got Kike Hernandez, a World Series hero, at the plate. 1 for 4. The pitch outside, ball 1. And again, a welcome to those of you in the Coliseum, hosted by the great AB Media 83, joining us here tonight. 10 hits for the Dodgers, 13 for the Blue Jays. The pitch, swing and a miss, and the count's even 1-1. 4-4 tie, Game 7 of the World Series. You can't script this. You cannot script this. 1-1 the count, 2 down in the 10th. The pitch, swinging a tapper right side. Dominguez can't get to it. Guerrero does. Flip to Sir Anthony. Got him. Inning over. This is crazy. And a great job by Sir Anthony Dominguez stepping on the bag just in the nick of time to retire Kike Hernandez. This is bleeping nuts. This is bleeping nuts. You can't make this up, folks. In the immortal words of one Kevin Samuels, you can't make this up. To the bottom of the 10th. 4-4 in Game 7 of the World Series. Back after this.
Drew Willingham.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete! 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 Delete!
Join these 2 football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
Hey everybody, Snowman here. Looking for the best way to experience live events? Well, SeatGeek has you covered. With just a few taps on your phone, you can find the best seats for concerts, sports, theater, and more. Don't miss out on unforgettable moments. Download the SeatGeek app today and get ready for an experience like no other. Each ticket is vetted for authenticity and ranked on a 1 to 10 scale. And right now, if you sign up and use the code Snowman, you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only through the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
You can't make this up, folks. You simply can't make this up. We're headed to the bottom of the 10th inning in a 4-4 tie. And oh, by the way, it's Game 7 of the World Series. Old Clip 70 saying thanks for the outstanding play-by-play in the Coliseum chat. Thank you all for tuning into this madness. And thank you, AB Media, for putting this on. Very much appreciated.
That's the second time in this game that Vlad Guerrero saved the game with his glove.
Yes. They're going to the third period in Edmonton as the Oilers lead the Blackhawks 2-1. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Bottom of the 10th inning coming up. Yoshinobu Yamamoto still pitching. The pitch to Jimenez is a strike, and the count's 0-1. And then it will revert back to the top of the order. Swing and a miss by Jimenez, and the count's 0-2. Andres the Giant is 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. I beg your pardon. Four tie in the 10th. The pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball to the right side. Up with it, Rojas. The underhand toss to first is in time. 1 down in the 10th inning. What do you often say, Deets? You can't make this up. What do we often say, AB Media? We can't make this up. Yamamoto threw 105 pitches in game 2, 60 plus in game 5. Here's the pitch inside to Springer. They look. Didn't hit him. Ball 1. Springer 3 for 5 with 3 singles and a run scored. He's hitting 400 in the World Series. Who was the MVP in 2017? Was it Springer? I think it was. From the windup, the 1-0 pitch. Low and outside, 2-0.
Was it Springer or Altuve?
It's one of those two. My initial thought it was Springer. My other thought is indeed Altuve. The windup and the pitch on the way outside, 3-0 to Springer, who is 3 for 5 tonight. He has struck out twice. He has a run scored. 13 hits for the Blue Jays, 10 for the Dodgers. My phone battery is almost dead, says Callie Greenshields. Next one, strike call, 3-1. I think it was Springer who was the MVP in 2017. There's a strike, and the count's full, 3-2. This is crazy. We're in the bottom of the 10th in a 4-4 tie. Next one, fouled off his foot. Ah, that hurts. It was George Springer. Just confirmed it. It was indeed George Springer. 6th trip to the plate tonight for George Springer. Miles Straw would be next. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Springer is gone. He struck out 3 times tonight. And there's 2 out in the 10th. He threw a splitter 1.5 feet away. And now it is midnight. It's after midnight again. How many times can you make this up? You really can't. Here's Miles Straw, who came in the 8th inning. The pitch, swinging a pop-up. Right side and foul and out of play for strike 1. Miles Straw is 0 for 8 in the World Series. Shane Bieber up and throwing for the Blue Jays, and I think we'll see him in the 11th inning. Yamamoto is ready. From the windup, he delivers. That's outside, 1-1. Oh, my heavens, this is crazy. 4-4, bottom of the 10th inning in Game 7. This is the only way the World Series should go. The 1-1 pitch. A swing and a high fly ball into right. Teoscar Hernandez is under it. has room. He's got it. We move on.
Who was it that used to say, "Great day at the ballpark. Let's play two"?
And that's exactly where we're headed right now, to the 11th inning. This is crazy. To the 11th inning. Blue Jays 4, Dodgers 4. Game 7 of the World Series continues after this.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
This is the third Game 7 to go 11 or more innings, with 1924 and 1997 being the others. Shane Bieber is in to pitch the 11th inning, and I love the fact that Joe Davis and John Smoltz, the Fox announcing team, are just sitting there with grins on their faces. Even given the fact that Joe Davis is the television voice of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Shane Bieber is 2-0 in the postseason. In 4 starts, he starts the 11th with a strike to Miguel Rojas, and the count's 0-1. All hands on deck for both teams. 4-13-0 for the Blue Jays, 4-10-0 for the Dodgers. Bieber is ready. The windup in the pitch, swinging a tapper to third. Backhand play. Got him. Great play by Ernie Clement. 1 out in the 11th. The Blackhawks have scored. They have tied with the Edmonton Oilers 2 apiece. Ohtani 2 for 4 with 2 singles in the ball game tonight. The pitch, a swing and a liner, a bouncing ball to second. Throw to first is in time by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and there's 2 down in the 11th. Yes, I said that right. The 11th inning. We'll have a college football scoreboard update from Dietz in the top 25. And you said it earlier. Great job by Arizona State going into the department store in Ames, Iowa, and coming up with a win. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1 to Will Smith. Smith is 1 for 5 tonight. A double back in the 4th inning. Way back in the 4th inning. The 1-0 pitch is a curveball low. It's 2-0. Two and 0 the count with 2 out. Shane Bieber, your pitcher. The pitch. That is blasted deep to left, going, and gone. Will Smith gives the Dodgers their first lead of the night at 5-4 in the 11th.
3 late inning home runs. Muncy and Rojas, and now Will Smith has put the Dodgers 3 outs away from a repeat. This is unbleeping real. Now the pitch to Freddie Freeman is low for ball 1, and the Dodgers are in front on the road in Game 7. You can't script this, folks. The 1-0 is low, 2-0. 5-4 Dodgers. They've hit 3 home runs tonight. Muncy, Rojas, and now Will Smith in the 11th inning. The 2-0 pitch is a strike, and it's 2-1. This is crazy. Now the Dodgers stand 3 outs away from repeating as World Series champions. The pitch inside, 3-1. Dodgers 5, Blue Jays 4 on their 11th hit of the night. The windup and the 3-1 pitch is a strike, and the count's full 3-2, and Freeman didn't like it. What a game. What a game by both these teams. The payoff pitch, swinging a foul, will do it again. Vladdy, Connor Falefa, and Barger due in the bottom of the 11th inning. And it was Miguel Rojas that started this extra inning madness. A grounder to short. Jimenez up with it, tossed to Guerrero in time, inning over. But Will Smith has given the Dodgers a late inning lead again. They have done this all year. Can they get 3 more outs and repeat as World Series champions? We'll find out in 100 seconds.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
This is bleeping nuts. We're headed to the bottom of the 11th inning, and the Dodgers have come all the way back and lead this game 5-4. Will Smith is the reason, and now you got Yamamoto out there, and it goes back to what Deet said earlier. You keep your Savage in the bullpen as your ace in the hole. You already used it with the lead. You use your Savage when it's a tie game. But here we go. Vladdy Jr., Bo Bichette, and Isaiah Kiner-Falefa will bat in the bottom of the 11th. Last swings for the Blue Jays. The pitch.
The Jays are going down with their best.
Hernandez, Dean is in, Paez in right. Muncy, Betts, Kim, and Freeman around the horn. Will Smith still catching in the 11th inning.
You wouldn't have it any other way. The 1-0 pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Beg your pardon. Vladdy Jr. 0 for 4 on the night. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. A strike with a cutter, 2-1. Yamamoto is ready. From the windup, here's the 2-1. Right down the middle for a strike with a fastball at 96. And the count is even at 2-2. They're going to get Yamamoto throw as long as he can, as long as he gets him 3 outs. The pitch inside, count full, 3-2. I want to thank everybody that has tuned this in. This might be our last inning of the year. 5-4 Dodgers in the 11th inning. Yamamoto winds and fires. That is roped down the left field line. Fair ball up against the wall. Guerrero headed for second. He pulls in with a leadoff double, representing the tying run in the 11th inning. What? First hit of the night for Vladdy Guerrero Jr., and it's a double to lead off the 11th. This is bleeping crazy. This is bleeping crazy. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa now stands in. And the pitch out in front of the plate with a bunt. Guerrero's getting to third. Throw to first just in time. 1 down in the 11th. And now Addison Bam Bam Barger comes to the plate with 1 out and the tying run at third in the 11th. Mark Pryor will come out and have a chat. And guess who's throwing in the bullpen for the Dodgers? It is Clayton Kershaw along with Romy Sasaki. And you got to be selective at the plate if you're Bam Bam Barger at this point. 5-4 Dodgers, bottom of the 11th inning. And for those of you who are listening via the Coliseum, I thank you so much. As this game is crazy. And I'm being nice about it. Tying run at third. 1 out, bottom of the 11th inning. From the set, here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1 to Barger. Infield in all the way around. So something into the outfield or a long sacrifice fly ties this game. Guerrero at third, 1 out in the 11th. The pitch to Barger is outside, 2-0. Two and 0 the count. A sac fly ties it. The pitch, high, 3-0. This may be one of those unintentional, intentional walks. With the captain, Alejandro Kirk, due next. Barger has been huge this postseason, Arku. Absolutely. Absolutely. The 3-0 is low, ball 4. And now you get 2 on with 1 out, but a double play gets the Dodgers the championship. Here is Alejandro Kirk. And I'll tell you what, this Blue Jays team playing well ahead of their schedule. Kirk is 2 for 4 tonight. Game-winning run at first. Kirk is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. 14 hits now for the Blue Jays, 11 for the Dodgers. Yamamoto sets. Sets wide at the chest and delivers a swing and a foul at the plate for strike one. Hold on to your seats, folks. 0-1 the count. 5-4 Dodgers in the bottom of the 11th inning. The pitch. Breaking ball strike, a curveball. And it's 0-2. It's 0-2 to Alejandro Kirk. A double play wins it for the Dodgers. They lead 5-4 in the 11th. Yamamoto's ready. The pitch to Kirk. A swing and a tapper out in front of the plate. Betts to second one. Return. Got him! Double play and the Dodgers have done it! The Los Angeles Dodgers become the first National League team since 1976 to repeat as baseball's best.
Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it.
On a broken bat ground ball, the Dodgers have won their second consecutive World Series championship. Two-time.
You're not drinking anything, are you, Snowman?
No.
Okay. I got the headline for tomorrow.
And that is
the hardest Will Smith has ever slapped a rock.
Congratulations to the Dodgers. And congratulations also to Clayton Kershaw as he rides off into the sunset with another World Series championship. 3 of them now for Clayton Kershaw. The Blue Jays led this game 3-0 and then 4-2. And then the Dodgers went to work. Max Muncy in the 8th, Miguel Rojas in the 9th, and Will Smith with the moment of all moments, the game-winning home run in the 11th inning. This is the longest game I've called in a long time. But your final totals on the board: 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 10 left on base for the Dodgers. 4 runs, 14 hits, no errors, 14 left on base for the baby Blue Jays. Yes, indeed, Napoleon. Clayton Kershaw for Cooperstown. And I applaud the Dodgers and the Blue Jays for one heck of a Game 7. So Kershaw gets to ride off into the sunset. And your final one more time in an incredible Game 7. Dodgers 5, Blue Jays 4. The Dodgers repeat as World Series champions. And as we often say, to be the champs, you must unseat the champs. And the Blue Jays had 2 shots to do it at home, but give this Dodgers team all the credit in the world for hanging in there, especially tonight, trailing 3-0 and then 4-2. And then Max Muncy, Miguel Rojas, and Will Smith brought the Dodgers their second consecutive world championship. Man, oh man. So everybody in Los Angeles and Southern California is jumping up and down. I am going to jump off of here and try to rest my voice for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we got the Steelers and the Colts. Will the Colts go 8-1, or will Aaron Rodgers be petty enough to prevent it? I say the Colts hang 50 on them tomorrow. We'll find out. Deets, thank you so much for all of the college football updates. Much appreciated, my man. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Absolutely. Thanks for doing the game, and we'll talk tomorrow.
We will indeed talk tomorrow. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks to the folks in the Coliseum for listening in as well. I appreciate you guys. I'll hop over there for a couple of minutes before I give my throat and my voice a complete rest. Final one more time in an incredible Game 7. The Dodgers 5 and the Blue Jays 4. The Dodgers are your world champions once again. We will see you tomorrow at 12:30. So long, everybody.